I'm a person that always feels behind in terms of like what I've seen, what I've read. There was a period where I was like reading a lot of film Twitter, but I just had to stop because shit is too much. There's just too much. It's great in a way. There's this subculture of people that are talking about movies this much, but it increased my feeling of overwhelm and feeling behind in movies and behind in thinking, when ultimately I'm going to see the movies in my lifetime that I'm just, for whatever reason, decide to see. And I'm going to try to form my own opinions based on my life, based on how I feel, actually. And I'm going to make my own movies, whether or not I've seen everything I supposedly need to see. I'm going to make my own movies regardless of how much life experience. I'm just going to make what I make at the time. All right, thanks for watching. Have a good one. Just kidding. There's like 5 more minutes. There's other stuff we can talk about kind of related to this, but I just have the urge to really end it right here. All right, continuing. There are certain movies that are like, that people think are good, and I feel like they only are good because people are like sick of they've seen everything, and now this is all that gets it going for them. It's like, I can't even think of an example, but I've come across things where I'm like, this? And it's like, I haven't even seen the good shit yet. I don't want to be getting into this. I feel like this is true, but I still can't think of an example. It feels true, but like, what's an example of what the fuck I'm talking about here? I don't know, but then again, that shit can inspire you too. So I don't know. You have to have this like this life experience thus far with film or with, you know, music to like be into certain things. And if you're not there yet, you're not there yet. Don't skip ahead. Sometimes people extrapolate then what's like good for other people and where they're at in their watching shit journey or whatever, that they like take that as like, this is good, period. Then again, I don't really like talking about like good shit versus bad shit. You'll be like really into a certain thing at a certain time just based on what you've seen. Like, let me try and actually like bring a real example in. This is an article from 2018 interview with Sean Price Williams. Filmmakers know ESPN better than cinema. Here's what I'm talking about. Sean Price Williams, who, you know, has seen like literally everything probably. He like worked in the Kim's Video, whatever, like, yeah, probably seen like everything. The interviewer asked him, I'm guessing you don't like to watch many modern films. He says, not really. I'm not watching American 70s movies anymore. I'm not getting much out of that right now. Stuff like that used to really excite me when I was in my 20s. I'm not really there anymore. What have you been watching? 80s Dutch movies that I've been watching on airplanes. Strange television things from a long time ago. I'll find an actress I like that's been dead for 30 years and watch everything she's in. It's kind of all over the place. You never know what will stick. I think I'm trying to be more accepting of like how I come across things. I should honor the natural progression that I discover things with film, or that I am interested in the history of film, because it's almost like what you're watching is just very specific to you. It's not that deep though anyway, because I'm just gonna go on Criterion Channel, and if they have a nice cover art for the collection, I might watch something in there. So, I don't know, I guess to let yourself be all over the place. So sometimes when I have like this impulse to be like, I'm gonna watch every Fassbinder movie, or like try to attack things in this organized way, I also like this idea of just like letting it be totally all over the place, rather than approaching film history like homework and seeing everything you need to see. I mean, this, again, me, I'm trying to do this to be more like, yeah, whatever, this. And the references he makes, I don't know what he's talking about. And I just, instead of feeling like, I need to go deeper, I need to know what he's talking about. It's like, this is very specific to where he's at in the shit that he's seen. And So I think that film Twitter was like, my watch lists were just like getting out of control. For whatever reason, however I am not at this time a cinephile, like to the extent of like watching a movie a day, multiple. Like I think of Richard Linklater and his beginning that he talks about all the time, seeing everything, watching like 4 films a day, and like I had like periods like that. Yeah, maybe it's just getting older, but like accepting like however I do things is the way that I do things. That's what I'd like to think, that I'm grown up past some kind of like being so influenced and like more sure that of instincts of how I want to do something are okay instincts, and like my instincts. I'm just gonna watch whatever the fuck I feel like watching, and then. Did anything in this video really need to be said? I don't know. I don't know if it did need to be said, but I said it. All right. Happy New Year. My resolution is to post weekly. Don't hold me to it, okay? It's a resolution, after all. I want to get into a film festival with my short film, but that's not really up to me. If they could just like say yes, that would be great. This year, just one time, like, okay, sure. I cleaned up my room. I guess I didn't need to keep all the boxes for every piece of film equipment I've ever bought on top of the dresser. I guess to some people that looks like clutter and trash. I didn't get rid of them, don't worry. We all have to hold on to the boxes of the film equipment we buy. Big plans this year. I'm just gonna try to work. Regardless, I hope to make another short this year and finish writing the feature, finish a real draft of the feature. Those are kind of the work-related, film-related goals. Oh wow, I should have like saw Scarface a long time ago, like the original Scarface. Like that's an amazing movie. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with that.